Hey everybody, a couple real quick things about some of the questions I've been asked on holding my sticks in different cross patterns and playing scrapes around the drums. Very simple. First, you need to refer to anything that I've talked about with shifting, with one drum to the next, because if we don't have shifting, then we don't have scrapes. It just doesn't get clear. You want clear diddles, and you want clear scrapes. No matter if they're just on two drums or all the way around like that. You don't want it to sound like that. Needs to have that strong diddle pattern. So let's talk about hands, how we hold our hands. Well, I find that the best thing to do is have an extension of my arms. So it's halfway between German, which is flat, and French, which is like this. So I roll under just a little bit like that. That's how I hold my sticks when I'm playing tenors. I find that I get the best cradle, the best position to play comfortably, you know, with speed, quality of sound, etc. So that rolling and that cradle that I'm creating is good. Second thing you want to watch out for is you have three positions. You have this, which is parallel. Then you have cross, right over left, and left over right. That's it. You don't have anything else. Those three positions. Except you want to watch that when you're going over to change from one to the next, you're not going over the mountain, you're going through. In other words, this is what a cross should look like. If I was just playing double stops, right? I shouldn't do anything weird like this. You'll notice when you're doing those things, it can torch your body. If you're playing on a stand, you'll probably notice a lot less because you're not wearing the drums. But any raising of the shoulders or weird arm position is not going to help you with your cross patterns. So something you could really work out, you know, practice in crossing is just, you know, just do flam accents. And make sure they feel the same way as they do here. Alright? So when you're going for that flam, no matter what you're doing, right hand first. That usually gets you in a comfortable place where you feel like you're going through the mountain very, very successfully. If you're doing it incorrectly, it could look like this. Lots of times I see people roll over when they're going to that drum. That's bad. You want to keep the same grip as you're going around the drums. You don't turn, you don't roll, you don't configure your body weird. Anything that does that is going to change your grip, which is going to change your sound. If you change your grip, you change your sound. And it's one other thing you have to worry about as you're going around. You don't want to feel like you're twisting a pretzel. You just want to, you know, it should just feel simple going around the drums. No matter what position you're in, 1, 2, or 3. So flam accents. And as you get more comfortable with it, just do more flam patterns, you know. And I'm trying to really keep that crossing pattern comfortable. Speed it up a little. Really stretch yourself to... This seemed to set me up for really good understanding of going through this plane, this axis, instead of making it, you know, hilly and valley version. Then when I did scrapes, I did something like this. If I'm just doing a very simple diddle build-up pattern like this, then I go to this. I don't want to feel like I'm twisting my elbow up, because that's going to change your drums, it's going to change your sound. Again, nothing fancy, just simple. If I'm doing something wrong, I might get my stick out of the way, you'll hear the click. And I'll hit my sticks. That's a big, big, big sign that you're not getting out of the way. Very important. If you know this pattern, when it's fast, it sounds like this. Lots of people play it because it's fun. And if I don't get out of the way, then I'm going to get this and hit my sticks. So that's a good one to practice slowly. Really magnify that upstroke. Right? And then you could do the same thing with then. Those are some diddle patterns that start you off with getting out of the way. If you can't get out of the way, then you're not going to get that fluidity around the X and Y axis, okay? The two different axes. Last but not least, I talk about this very, very in depth in other videos, and that is breaking things down into motion sets. When you're diddling around the drums, no matter if you're playing something simple as this, you always want it to be full as if you're playing on one drum. Not like this. This is a bad sound. Bad diddles. And those normally result in rims if you're playing them, you know, without the second diddle pulled out. All right, so let's say you do that for a while, then you move on to something a little bit more fancy, which you would know as common figure 8 pattern. You just don't want to come out of the chute and say, oh, I got the figure 8 pattern, I'm just going to go for it. And I don't know why I keep hitting rims. Reason you don't hit, or you keep hitting rims is because you're not figuring out the smaller motions. Break it down into smaller motion sets. So, again, this is how we do that. If we have this part first, I shift to the next thing. Before I play, I have to get this. Without doing this. See this a lot. Remember, we don't want our shoulders and our arms to do anything weird because that turns into bad movement, not possible when you're wearing drums, etc. So, standing with good posture, and make sure you're getting those motion sets. Here's number 1. Number 2. 1 and 2 together. Number 3. This is number 3. Right? So if I put all those together in little snippets like this. Right? Da-ga-da-ga, da-ga-da-ga, da-ga-da-ga. Triple it in, triple it in, triple it in. And I'm worrying about my shoulders. I'm worrying about my hand placement, making sure I'm not rolling over. It's really going to benefit my ability to play all that together. And to make sure I'm doing it in a smooth, horizontal, vertical manner. And it should sound like a triplet roll. Not changing anything with my grip, and I'm not changing anything with my positioning. Start out with those things, and they should really help with your movement around the drums without getting anything weird, and you got the octopus going on, and then bad diddle sound. If it looks bad and it looks like you're working too hard, it's going to sound bad. So if it looks easy and controlled, it's going to sound really good. Last but not least, I just wanted to give a shout out for my friend Gwert. He has a t-shirt company named Zazzle. Zazzle.com is where these t-shirts are available. It's neat, isn't it? Good little shirt. Quad drummer. He's got some nice positioning with his hands crossed. So I thought it was good to wear. Hope this helps you out. Thanks. Have a great day. Or evening.